Dallas. Disastrous and dangerously new, dabbling and dwelling in the easier difficulties. A Dallas main tends to be someone who's new to the game. He's the default selected character and the one you play as in the tutorial.
Everything okay down there?
I think maybe I'm standing on a magnet. That might be the problem.
Let me just get back to you on that. Okay, that's it. No more chances for me. I'm sounding the alarm the next time for real.
We're lucky that control guy is stupid as hell.
And he's the centerpiece of everyone's favorite overquoted meme. Wolf. Wonderful, willing wolf mains watched as their favorite character was completely murdered right in front of them.
Wolf is now in police custody.
Anyone out there still maining Wolf is probably an old head and a very loyal soul. You'll probably see them running some vintage build from years long past, but whether or not it works is very up in the air. Chains. Cops can't cope with this crazy heister. Chains got a massive upgrade from his The Heist self.
3. Now keep watching that drill. If it jams, you need to restart it.
I'm trying to save him! Save him!
And everyone loves his energy. A Chains player is someone you'll see primarily playing health builds and surprisingly carrying the team, from my experience at least. Stick by this guy. And a little advice in general, if you see a lot of health builds in your pub game, Tag Team, Leech, and Gambler are all great choices to be a massive help. Houston. Hoxton, Houston, however he has his name now. Some players see all these wonderful casts of characters that we have and still somehow pick this guy. You know who this is. That guy who uses some form of dodge, probably rogue or hacker, runs into the open street, and dies. Yeah, we all hate this guy. Wick. Weirdo, wacky whiners. Wick players are the certified edgelords of the Payday community. God forbid this guy starts talking in text chat. You'll probably see them running their favorite suit sniper trip mine anarchist build. And despite this, they'll probably still be outdone by someone else. Oh, also apparently Chinese players really love Wick. Friends told me that, but don't ask me. Hoxton. He hates Houston, he had prison time, he's Hoxton. Hoxton players tend to be really fucking mean, for no reason. They'll get at you for small mistakes, kick you for using off-meta decks, generally not very fun to play with. Still, they tend to be alright at the game, so if that's worth it, you do you. Clover. Cunning and cool. Clover can boast that she has a Whoa, you can't just fucking say that! Clover was the first female character, and boy do you know what that means. Moving past goonery, Clover players tend to be absolutely obnoxious. Whether it be in chat or the way you play, you better watch your ass, because they have a commando, and nobody is coming to save you. Dragon. Drag on D's nuts! Let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, I was an up-and-comer in the Payday community. Let's be honest, I still am. My community was smaller and I was still working things out. One person in my community happened to have the name of Dragon. And Jesus Christ, were they awful to be around. They condescended everybody. They openly talked about how people being paid minimum wage don't deserve enough money to live. And then they threw games. Like this. Well.
51 minutes.
Fuck! 26 down.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Basically, I'm telling you this because this is the only person I know who mained Dragon. Jacket. Jittery, jack off, straight jacking it.
What do you mean by that?
This guy. This fucking guy. If Mega Biker Cybertrench was a person, this is who it would be. Jacket is a widely popular character, but easily the most prevalent in Death Sentence is the guy who thinks he's the best fucking player in the world, only to eat shit. Anarchist, hacker, copycat, it is an inevitability when this guy is in your lobby. Bonnie. Big bombastic baddie. The amount of you who probably saw this character and said, "Who is that again?" is probably mind-boggling. Naturally, it means this person is a hipster, which actually checks out, because I have met at least one person who regularly played Bonnie and they were like this. You'll probably find them playing a niche vintage deck, biker, maniac, gambler, etc., and doing surprisingly well with it. This person's fun. Sokol. So sad, such sass. That's Sokol. Who plays Sokol? I don't know, but apparently they exist looking at the comments of this video. I'm convinced any of you who came up to bat for Sokol are just contrarians, because I have yet to actually see you in-game. But if I had to make a stereotype, you probably play Minecraft? Yeah, let's go with that.
To prove to you guys that I don't look like a
Walking meat!
Jiro. Japanese, jealous, jokers. You're a weeb. Yeah, it's as simple as that. That's literally all I wrote. I don't know what to tell you. Bodhi. Barely Battleborn based brothers. Bodhi is the chill base character who's kinda underused, but you've definitely seen before at least a bit. This person is usually silent, but will tell you what for if you get on their nerves. They're not bad, they're not gonna blow your mind, but they are gonna slowly die out because the license has been revoked. And in fact, speaking of expired licenses, Jimmy. Jumpin' Jehoshaphat's! It's Jimmy! And quite simply, every Jimmy player is fucking terrible. They're not bad people, quite the opposite actually. But holy shit, man, these guys don't even seem to know what fucking game they're playing half the time.
Fucking unstoppable! I'm unstoppable! I'm just kidding! I scared you, didn't I? Come on us, you fuckers!
You fellas playing Jimmy out there, why are you like this? Please let me know. Sydney. Simply said, simp. Every Sydney player wishes desperately that they could fuck her. Just stop lying. Seriously. When it comes to the game, this person is crutch central. They use really powerful weapons with a super powerful deck, and probably uses some form of the Revenant skill tree. I'm not saying this to belittle them, trust me, I've been there. Besides the first half. It'll get easier, I promise. Rust. Rude, reserved, and rotten. These words are for Rust himself, not the people who play them. You wanna know who plays Rust? Hart. That's it. He's the only one.
That's what I was right now.
Scarface. Solicited and sold at silly prices. Scarface lives in reseller hell on G2A for like $25. So who are the people playing Scarface? Pirates. DLC unlocker ho. But seriously, anyone who legit owns Scarface uses him and Kingpin religiously. Either because they spent so much money, or because they want to rub it in. Sangres. Sadly saturated by the sad sack that is Sicario. Sangres players are usually pretty new. His character is pretty one note, and people who play the game often will notice this pretty quick. If someone does stick to him, they might just be doomed to the same fate, being pretty damn predictable.
Could you tell I had nothing interesting to say?
Joy. Jolly, joyous, not words that I would use when I'm playing with a Joy. These guys are just annoying. They're usually using hacker and just destroy the cops with an akimbo SMG build. This person will discredit you for using something weak, but still somehow rack up 6 downs for themselves, using the strongest deck. Duke. Dastardly, dashing, not to be confused with the Nukem variety. Duke. Duke is for the distinguished player that believes screaming profanities is beneath them. They find people who play extra loud characters like Sydney and Clover absolutely infuriating, and for this reason are very rarely spotted in pubs. Despite that, they're level-headed and will probably turn out to be a silent carry of the match. Hila. Hilarious Hammy Hacks. Hila is for the expert memer. This guy has come to fully realize that Hila's dead monotone voice is absolutely ironically hilarious. They're usually found using kooky ass builds and getting harassed in pubs for their character and build choice. They'll probably still outdo you though, so I think it's best to just let them do their thing. I want to preface this all by saying this is just a meme video. It's a parody of the videos by Mint Skull for DVD, and it was just made for laughs. Not to offend anyone in any way. Tell me your stories of Payday 2 players in the comments and let me know if I got anything right. Or wrong. Your choice. I want to give a quick thank you to my members. Spammy Remy, Nesser, Guy, Presley, Wolfie Boy, Xenon, Fluffy Snowgoat, StarCraft79, Sunlight PvPs, Piper, Benny Molto, Zor, Merlin, Protein Sniffer, Adats, Sinful, Flaccid Pringle, Jiro, Stop Now, Spiked S4M, Dingus MD, 90% Fox, and Eat My Birds. Thank you for supporting this little fucking channel right here. If you'd like to become a member, oh fuck, it's only $3 a month. And with all that being said, I hope you have a very good night.